Yeah, I'm Alan Goh. I used to be a parishioner here. Live in New Zealand now, left in 1994. But I was a parishioner here since I moved to Mimosa in 1980. I remember Father Eugene Vaz was the parish priest, and Father John Lau joined him as an assistant later on. So that was the time when we were quite active in church. Doing a bit of youth RCIA programs, and I was in the parish council for 2-3 years together with Eugene singing. And I came across this videotape on the life of St. Vincent de Paul. So I actually watched it, and it kind of resonated with me. And from then on, I thought it would be a good idea at the parish feast day to have a few sessions over a week at that time, I think, where every evening we'll just play it on video for parishioners to come in and have a view of it and then have a short discussion on it. It was during the week of the whole our St. Vincent de Paul feast week. So it was timely that we showed the video, and I arranged that. But when I watched the video of his life, it kind of touched me a lot, because I've always been fascinated by St. Francis of Assisi and St. Vincent de Paul, because I think that they epitomize what Jesus' ministry was about. It's not so much about dogmas or ritual, but more about action, like St. James in the New Testament said, faith without works is dead. And to me, it resonates with me, because it's a kind of like a faith with action. And these two saints have quite meaningful in the sense that how they transform from egotism and self-righteousness to humility. So that was quite resonating. St. Vincent de Paul, for example, from what I know about him, did the research on him, born in France, in Puy, a small village. Studied priesthood. That was the only way from his humble. His father was a farmer or something like that, and the peasant, and it's the only way to rise to the next, how should I say, social advance socially. And in his early life, he wanted to be a priest to the royalty, and he was ashamed of his own father. So there was a transformation, just as Francis of Assisi had this transformation. So it sort of resonated with me, and I thought, hang on, I'll write a song about it. For me, in songwriting, it's something that I've written quite a few songs, one of Mexico and a few others. It comes to me in a kind of inspirational manner. In hours, the tune, the lyrics just flow in me, and I just pen it down as best as I can. And today, when I look back at the words, I said, did I really do it? I can't imagine that the songs that I write could have been done at the moment of inspiration. And then after that, it goes away, but it's put on record. Now, as far as this song is concerned, I wrote it down, did the chords and everything, but music-wise, I'm a bit slow because I lost touch with music. So I remember working with one of the youth who was a piano player. I can't remember who it was.
Jonathan.
Sorry? Jonathan. Yeah, that's right. Jonathan. Yeah, and we made the arrangement. He helped me make the arrangement, fine-tune it, and that was it. And I think we sang it for a feast day or a few feast days, and then when I left, It was only a few years later, or many years later, that somebody told me when I came back to Singapore, said, "Oh, by the way, this song is still being sung," so I was quite surprised.
So now, just looking back, that this song is not only just in use, but it has actually become the official theme song of this parish, 30 over years later. Many generations are still singing it. I mean, how does it feel, you think?
I feel surprised. Never thought it would be. I thought it was just for that year, just write a song and something that we could celebrate. Never thought it would become iconic or anything. Never really thought about that until many years later, and when somebody told me, I was quite surprised that you're still singing this song, because it's quite a long song. Yeah. I'm so grateful and very humbled to know that the song I wrote for a feast day celebration during the time when Father Eugene Vaz was parish priest is still being used today. I thought it was going to be a one-off thing I wrote, and we sang it during one of our feast days, but I didn't realize until after I left Singapore in 1994 that I was told some years later that the song was still being used. And I hope the words will be an inspiration to everyone who hears it or sings it, as it was an inspiration for me to write it when I first came across it, when I saw a video on the life of St. Vincent de Paul. That was the inspiration which I hope will pass on to many other people year by year during our feast day celebrations, as it inspired me. Happy feast day to each and every one of you, parishioners in St. Vincent de Paul, and I hope you continue on the legacy of Vincent. Thank you.